And welcome back to Square Off. My conversation with Senator Ruben Gallego ended with some quick hits on the fake electors pardon, women in Pete Hegseth's military, and ICE in Arizona. Here's an edited version of that conversation. I get this question a lot. Why do you think President Trump hasn't dispatched ICE to Phoenix in the size we've seen in Chicago and other cities?
It's a really good question. I think, number one, it's a swing state. I think he's very politically astute in terms of what this can do. He does recognize that this is politically harmful to his brand and to Republicans. What we saw in other states were Latinos swinging from Trump supporters to Democratic support over the span of just 7 months because of how overt and, discriminatory his practices are right now. I mean, they're using racial profiling, something that Arizonans are very much used to, or used to be used to under Sheriff Joe Arpaio. I think that the resistance he would get here would be very different from the resistance that he has gotten everywhere, because you do have a big group of people that are that know how to organize and fight back if he tries to do things of that nature here.
According to a CNN report, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is suspected of blocking the promotion of a top Navy officer who would have become the first woman to lead the Navy SEALs. Her career is now over. For Hegseth's critics, it's another example of, let's just say, his distaste for women in the military. As a Marine veteran, what would you tell a young woman who wants to go to one of the academies or wants to enlist and make a career in the military? Would you advise her to pursue that path?
Well, this is a horrible situation that he has put our military in, not just women. Because you want the best and brightest, right? And when you are drawing from the best and brightest, that means, regardless of race and gender. I used to be the chairman of Intel Special Operations, so I had oversight and planning and budgeting over special operations in warfare, and naval warfare too. It is a very complicated type of job. It's not just what we understand in terms of trigger pulling, and me as being a trigger puller in the Marines. This woman was most qualified. She would be able to lead the Navy SEALs and special operations to where they need to go to meet the demand of China and other issues. What this is going to do is going to take not necessarily the person that's just joining the military now, but that mid-range officer who has to make a decision. He or she's going to stay in to try to keep going higher, or they're just going to leave and go make a lot of money in the private sector. Because these men and women are so well trained, they're sought after by the private sector. And now we're going to lose some great people that we invest a lot of money because they don't want to deal with that humiliation.
And again, for those young women maybe coming out of high school right now?
I will never, I tell people all the time, I would never regret ever serving my country.
The president this past week issued a blanket pardon for the defendants in Arizona's fake electors case and similar cases around the country. Rudy Giuliani among them, Mark Meadows among them. Now, they were charged in state court, and presidential pardons don't apply to state court. Why do you think Trump did this?
Well, because Trump wants to do two things. Number one, he wants people to forget the January 6th insurrection that he led and the people that were supportive of it. This is why he pardoned more than 1,500 of these insurrectionists, people that literally were grabbing flagpoles and beating police officers, people that grabbed the police officer's taser and tased them repeatedly almost to death, people that crushed a police officer in a door where you heard him screaming and crying for help because he was personally being pushed to a limit. For a party and for a president that claims he's pro-cop, he just let a bunch of cop beaters out. And now he wants to allow the people that are the legal background for all of this. So that way he can go back in 2026 if he wants to challenge 2026 and encourage people to keep fighting. Because guess what? You saw what happened to the guys in 2020, 2026. If you stay with me, you'll be safe.
And you can watch my full interview with Senator Ruben Gallego on our streaming app, 12+.